and this is Sea Life.
Welcome back to our channel. Yesterday we made the pumpkin puree, or we actually pureed the pumpkin, and we're going to add the spices in, and we're going to make a wonderful pumpkin pie. We had seen this pumpkin pie presented on Whippoorwill Holler, and it just sounded so good. I said, I've got to reshare that. So we're going to attempt what Miss Laura did and give it our best shot. So y'all hang in there with me and watch to the end. And please push like if you like it. And I hope y'all like this very, very much. And this is kind of a special edition for our thank you to you as our audience. So thank you so much for 300 subscribers, and here is your special gift. Okay, I'm going to start out with the pie dough. First thing is I'm going to get my flour, and I've got all my stuff just sitting on the countertop here. I pulled it all out and getting ready for this big baking day, which we hardly ever take time to do this sort of thing. So it's 1.5 cup. So I've got my little Pampered Chef measure here. It's 1.25 cup. 1.25 cup. Ooh, how interesting. And I'm just going to slide this to 1/4 cup. Isn't that nice? That Pampered Chef measure is so sweet. So that's that for your flour. And I always just leave my Pampered Chef measure in my flour because that's where I use it the most. Now, a 1/2 teaspoon salt. Okay, I've got a little teaspoon here, and I'm just going to get me some salt right here. And I'm just going to do 1/2 of that. Ooh, that went out fast. And edge it back in a little. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Now, 1 tablespoon sugar.
Regular sugar?
Regular sugar, yes. Okay. Now, I told you I reuse a lot of my plastic stuff, and so for my sugar container, I have reused my Coffee Mate container, and we've been using it like this for years. So, do you have a tablespoon, Daniel? Can you reach that for me? See, now once I sit down, I just don't get back up. Okay, here we go. So we've got I just said it, a whole tablespoon of sugar. Right, just like that. And you know what I should have done that I would have planned to do? I should have sifted all of this together. And if you sift it together, I promise you it'll taste a little bit better. 1 stick of cold butter and water. Okay, first off, I should have sifted that all together. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to whisk it together. So that is, and we're just going to put it in here slowly and work it in. And this is taking the place of lard. You could use lard or what do they call it? Yeah, lard, or shortening if you wanted to. And I'm gonna need a fork, like I think maybe, and some cold water, a 1/4 cup of cold water. And so what I'm gonna do is just start trying to work that butter. Yeah, this is actually, I'm just kind of cutting the butter in. This is really what it's called. It's called cutting in. And so just kind of cut your butter into your dry mixture, and just very slowly start adding your little bit of water. That's what Miss Laura did that I'm not doing. You don't need to use a fork. You need to use your hands. Daniel's got this.
I mean, a blender would work pretty good too.
Yeah.
But you know, everything tastes better when you put your hands in it anyway, right?
That's right. You gotta give it a little love. That's what it is. You gotta give a little love. Okay, Daniel.
I think,
Let's see. Let's all get into it.
yeah. Have a good time with it.
Okay. I think I feel it coming together, you know. And you'll feel it kind of squishy. The flour's kind of getting in there and incorporating with the butter. And you can tell. So now it's time. I did add just a little bit of water, but I'm going to add just a little more and do the same thing. Just start chatting, incorporating it together. And what I'm going to get is some plastic wrap, and I'm just going to put it into. I'm not going to work with it very much. You don't want to work with it a lot. And then I'm just going to put it in a plastic wrap. Matter of fact, it looks like I might not even have to use that whole cup, that whole bit of water. Let's see. Yeah, no, I didn't use near that much water. I must have used more butter. No. Okay. So I used about an eighth of a cup of water. And so here's my nice little ball. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for, how long did she say?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. Yeah.
I think she really said a while.
Yeah, we're going to put this in the fridge for a while. And it's probably going to be about 30 minutes while we mix up the puree with the seasonings. Okay.
Grab the bottom.
There we go. There we go. Wrestle it down. And it's in the fridge, you guys. We did that. Okay, so the next step is going to be to mix up this puree. So Daniel and I had a large pumpkin, and we got a lot of puree out of it. I mean, how much did we get, Daniel?
Well, there's a half-gallon jar in the refrigerator, and there's still 4.5 cups right there.
Oh my goodness.
So
we're going to be making a lot of pumpkin pies, needless to say.
well, I'm going to also use it to make pumpkin bread.
Oh, there's a good idea.
And we'll probably even make some pumpkin cookies too.
Oh.
We're just going to have pumpkin.
Maybe we'll even make pumpkin fudge. Who knows? We'll make a bunch of pumpkin.
Pumpkin
But
fudge.
anyway,
Sounds good.
a bunch of pumpkin stuff. So here is, how much?
There's 4 3/4 cups.
4 3/4 cups.
You don't want to
Were
put
we
all that
supposed
in
to
there.
make-
No, you want only
I was
like
gonna
2
say.
cups, I
Okay.
think.
We only want 2 cups of this in here.
Where's your cup? Right here.
Yeah. That's a good plan right there. Okay. Now. Okay. Here we go. 1. We're only going to use 2 cups of this. Like, really? Like, we are going to have pumpkin coming out our ears. Okay. Oh my goodness. Somebody said we should have made a Halloween pumpkin. I think that was Mosaic Master. And
We just don't do that.
we just don't do that sort of thing. We're not skilled like that now. But,
So I did see a harvest pumpkin where they took vegetables and made eyes and nose and mouth and all that stuff using different vegetables.
oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're really good. I just want to let y'all know we're really, really doing good to make a pumpkin pies.
Yeah.
2 and a quarter or 2 and a...
No, it says 2, right?
Just 2. Okay, hey, it's good. Just 2 cups.
2 cups, and then you need your 3 eggs to go with
And
it.
then 3 eggs. Now on our farm, we always have to check that the eggs are good.
You might want to pull. No, that's right. I'm sorry.
So, I'm going to use this little bowl, and I'm going to check my eggs because my girls have been very busy. And yes, this egg looks good. 1. And how many? 2?
3.
3. Okay. 2. Now when I'm checking my eggs, I'm looking for spots, mostly red spots for me. And of course you don't want a bug in your egg either. And
One
that
more.
can also happen. You can wind up with a blood spot or
Egg
bugs. You know,
Or a
sometimes they
chick.
eat a bug that doesn't get the... And yeah, and if you left them way too long, you might wind up with a chick if you're not careful. And so there it was. We had 3 good eggs there. And I'm just going to start incorporating those with a little bit of stirring. That really loosens up that pumpkin. Look how pretty that pumpkin is. I mean, that is just a beautiful color. Just an amazing color to it. That's one thing I love about the pumpkins. It's that fall color, that amazing color. Okay. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and if you didn't know, your little lid is usually 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. I went a little over there. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Be sure I got the right extract.
All measurements are approximate anyway.
And 3/4 cup of brown sugar.
Here's your brown sugar.
So, you know what? Is I'm just going to do a whole cup because 3/4 cup is almost a whole cup.
There's your cup right there in front of you.
So, yeah, I need something else on this wood. This wood I need.
Here, baby.
And
Well, these scissors aren't really great, are they?
okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fill that up pretty, almost to the top. So that's going to be like 3/4 cup. And I love these neat cooks that always have everything so clean and nice. And that's just not me. I just kind of reuse stuff so that I don't have to do more dishes most of the time. So,
Already added that stuff in there anyway.
there we go. And that ought to be pretty good. So
That's about 3/4.
I almost filled up the cup, and that should be about 3/4 cup. I'm just going to dig it out with this spoon. And we're going to get the remainder of our pumpkin puree that wasn't in there. And Daniel has got the milk.
It's 1 cup milk.
This is 1 cup milk. Okay.
No, that can is not 1 cup milk.
Oh.
That's more than a cup.
Oh, yeah, I need a cup of milk. Okay, I got evaporated milk here, and I'm just going to pour a cup.
Usually evaporated milk goes great in the pies because it actually thickens a little as it cooks.
Oh,
There you go.
well, that'll be perfect. Now, then, okay, salt and cinnamon. You need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
And 10 cups of cinnamon.
Where's the teaspoon? Oh no, I've got it around here somewhere.
There you go.
A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you know what I find is usually you need more salt than they say. So I think
Go just a
I'm
little
gonna
more.
take I'm gonna go with a whole teaspoon of salt. What do you think?
It won't kill it.
I don't think it'll kill it. So
It isn't.
almost a whole teaspoon of salt. Okay? That's what I did. And 1 teaspoon of sugar
What's a tablespoon?
or tablespoon. A tablespoon
Where are you at?
of sugar. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Lord, have mercy. No, it's cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon's.
1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I need my
We
glasses.
got our crust. She's going down to the crust.
Yeah, I skipped down to the crust. Okay, so it's 1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Oh no, you want to use the tablespoon.
Yeah, with us.
We find that
yeah.
they always say, "Oh, add only this little tiny bit of cinnamon," and we're like,
We absolutely love cinnamon. So yeah, it's a tablespoon for us. Maybe a heaping tablespoon. But
Yep.
anyway, that's
looking-
how we're gonna do our cinnamon.
Yeah.
And the pumpkin pie spice. Okay, we got a brand new little pumpkin pie spice here. Looks like by McCormick.
Do you want to take the peanuts with you?
Here we go. Daniel's handing out snacks while we're doing this.
You don't get none until you're done.
Okay. Okay. How much did they say?
Probably a
That's
teaspoon.
1 teaspoon.
Is that what it is?
Uh-huh. You think we should stick to that? Yeah, we probably better stick to
You better
that,
stick.
I think.
Yeah, that's a teaspoon.
Well, 1 teaspoon.
Remember, everything is kind of relative. I
Pumpkin
mean,
pie spice.
when you're baking, if it says a teaspoon and you get a little more or a little less,
Yeah, don't split it. It works out. It always works out.
because the recipe's actually a guideline.
Okay. Now I'm just going to start blending this together, and it looks so pretty so far.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
The next thing I'm going to have to do is roll out that dough.
Your whisk might do better.
Yeah, let's get a whisk. That's what I
Put your
think.
spoon right inside that plate.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's doing much
There,
better.
yeah, because this is got to blend. And I thought I had a big enough bowl here, but it looks kind of, I mean, like, look, this medium-sized bowl. I think we must have needed a large bowl, really.
Especially if you want to get wild with it.
Yeah, because I am kind of wild with this sort of thing. I'm kind of a messy cook, if you haven't noticed. And I own it. I mean, it's okay. It works out, but it always tastes so good anyway.
She might be a messy cook, but she is an awesome cook too.
Thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere. Remember that, guys. Flattery will get you everywhere with your wife. Yes.
Hey, I'm not lying and I'm not flattering.
So he said. Anyway, okay. Here we go, and we've got it all mixed up. It's ready to go in my pie shell. And I don't want to get it too thin. I want to kind of, you know, you don't want your pie to go too thin.
Now we're
What
stuck
do
to
you
the.
think, Daniel? Does that look big enough?
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I made a flop out of getting that off of my surface. So you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna press it all back together here in the pan and work it up the sides. And you know what? It's gonna be fine. Okay, hey, it's starting to shape up, and you know what? If you really don't want to take risks like this, you can just buy a store-bought shell. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to poke a little holes in the bottom for make sure the steam, you know, comes out of your liquid, and it helps it to just be able to not make bubbles in your pie dough. So there we go, just like a store-bought. Here it is. That turned out okay, even though we had lots of fun. And here goes the filling. We're just gonna pour the filling in. And it does have some chunks of pumpkin in there.
I think it's going to fit. What do you think?
I don't think this is fitting.
Oh,
Okay, this looks very full. Let's see. Maybe on this side. No, you can't do that either. Okay, you know what? That is that. And that is going in the oven. And how long is it going in the oven for, Daniel? Do you remember?
it is 425 for 15 minutes, then 350 for 40 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
Hold on, you need to put a pan under that.
Oh, and in order to not have the crust over brown, we're going to put some tin foil over the top of that. So we're just going to start putting some tin foil around. We're going to gently put this tin foil around the edge so that the pie dough will not get overdone. The pie crust won't in the oven. And in it goes. Daniel is checking the pie. And it is come out clean. It's done. Perfectly done. So, alright, time to pull that out the oven and let it cool. Ooh. Nothing could be better. I wish I'd made some whipped cream to go on top. Just might get around to that.